Hi friends. Just making a video to update you on my cancer health journey that's gotten a little bit out of control at this point. It started spreading to other bones in my body. And so I have to go back to the drawing board. So, just a recap for all of you who either missed it or forgot kind of what we were doing. I'll give you a quick recap of what's happened and where I'm going. So, a year ago, I was diagnosed with a recurrence of my breast cancer in a chest wall tumor, and it also spread into my sternum. So, at the time, of course, oh, we're stage 3, and there's this fear, and like, oh, we have to do something. So, I started taking an oral chemo pill. I let them shut my ovaries off with the Lupron injection. I started taking monthly Exgeva injections to strengthen my bones. And then I was taking an aromatase inhibitor to prevent the conversion of testosterone into estrogen so that I literally had zero estrogen in my body. Which I don't know if y'all know, but it's just not that much fun. I hate that. Um, but I did it. I did it for like 2 months and then I opted to quit. During that 2 months, I also went to Peru, did some healing on my heart. My diet was pretty strictly good. I didn't eat any sugar. Um, I used some herbal medicines. And in January, I was cancer free, even though by that time I had quit taking all of the medicines. I did not go back at the 3 month mark to get my Lupron injection again to keep my ovaries shut off. So 6 months after I got my first injection, from September to like, I don't know, April or May or whenever I got my first cycle, I didn't keep up with that loop run. Um, in January, like I said, I was cancer free. I took that as permission to just do whatever I wanted again. So I went back to my sugar binging uh, periodically, after I fall off the sugar wagon. It takes me 2, 3 weeks to get back up on it. I'm a huge sugar addict. A whole nother video for that one. That's a problem. Um, but I kind of just did whatever I wanted to again, and that has consequences. I went 6 months without a scan, and within a month or two of my cycles coming back, my scan came and it showed that this cancer was starting to come back in my sternum. That was in June. Okay, so it was just a little bit in my sternum in June. No big deal, right? Yeah, except for I continued to sugar binge. I continued to do whatever I wanted. I continued to eat shit food and not do the things that I needed to take care of myself. Be stressed out with work a little bit, be stressed out with my family stuff a little bit. But I decided to go ahead and start ozone therapy. So I was doing UVI ozone, which I don't know if any of you know about that, but they hyperoxygenate your blood. They like take blood out, they hyperoxygenate it with this ozone stuff, and then they pumps that blood back into my body. And the idea is that it hyperoxygenates the body and the cells, which kills off all of the crappy cells because cancer can't live in a hyperoxygenated environment. I have no reason. Like it's crazy that this happened because there's no scientific reason. You read all of the things about ozone that you want to, and it is at the very least an uh, added therapy to when you're getting chemo because it inhibits tumor spreading and cancer growth and even promotes like cellular death of cancer cells, right? Not for me. I started doing ozone therapy, and within a week of my first infusion, I started feeling pain in my chest, in my ribs. Walking my dog, if my dog would like pull on the leash, it would make me feel like I had broken ribs. And the pain over the course of like 6 weeks of ozone treatments, my pain just got worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. And at first I just thought, well, maybe it's a inflammatory reaction, and this inflammatory stuff is like killing all these cancer cells. And as time went on, though, I was like, yeah, I don't really think so. But then it was time for my next scan. I had a scan in September. Between June and September, my cancer has spread throughout my rib cage, in my pelvis, both sides, different spots in both sides, and then in T4. I have had a tremendous, tremendous amount of pain. You guys, I really was depressed and really, really, really feeling like I was going to die. I was helpless and hopeless. I mean, I don't know if anybody of you can really appreciate like the pain of bone cancer, but I couldn't open my sliding glass door without being in pain. I can't lift anything. I like just normal day-to-day driving, anything that took upper body strength or movement was incredibly, incredibly painful. And I just thought, I don't know how I can ever get better. I don't know how this, like, it seems like it's so bad that I don't know that I can ever get better. And then I finally got a little bit of pain relief. I'm not into taking medicines really, right? So I just would go without taking anything and just suck it up. And I finally realized, I don't actually have to be in pain all the time, although it does help me not to do too much. So occasionally I would treat it with some ibuprofen or whatever. So fast forward from my scan to my doctor's appointment, which was like 2 or 3 weeks in between my scan and when I was able to get in to see the doctor. And that was like, I don't know, 2 weeks ago. She, of course, suggests, the typical treatment for this stage, which included much the same as before: the Lupron to shut off my ovaries, the Arimidex, the Xgeva to strengthen my bones. But this time she wants like an IV targeted therapy, like a targeted chemo drug. And I initially, because I really, really, like I said, I really, really was feeling like I was going to die. Pain is really messes with your head that way. And so because of the fear of that, I was like, yeah, okay, yeah, I'll do all of that. Luckily, there's a time lag here between, agreeing to take a chemo medicine and getting it approved by your insurance. So I meditated about it. I felt into my body about it. And despite the fear, my body really was like, no. My body feels anxious. It feels in resistance. And I don't really want to do it. So I finally had that talk with my doctor today. I did, however, let them give me the Lupron injection and shut off my ovaries, because I really do think that was, once my cycles came back, so did my cancer. So I think that was like a really important step to get rid of the bulk of my estrogen. I've not started taking the Arimidex yet. I'm not really sure that I'm going to, and here's why. Just hear me out for a second. I got the Lupron and I got the Xgeva shot. Because I've heard really horror stories about the Lupron and the lack of estrogen and bone weakening. And since I have cancer in my bones anyway, I don't need them any weaker. I just need them to be strong. So I did agree to that. But this chemo thing, yeah, I just don't think I can. So it's been 2 weeks almost since I got this Lupron injection and the Xgeva shot. And I am almost pain-free. My pain is probably like at a 2. I have also been eating super strictly raw vegan and juicing and doing coffee enemas. And you guys, I'm almost pain-free. I really, really think that well, obviously I'm doing some other emotional, spiritual healing as well. So that's not like it. But I really think that maybe that's all it's going to take is to get rid of the bulk of the estrogen and have me working on all these other things in my life. So anyway, that is longer video than I wanted to make. I just wanted it to be a quick update, but whatever. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please you feel free to message me or whatever, but I'll make some other videos probably like about my sugar addiction. Yeah. Anyway, I guess it could be worse. Could be like, crack or something. Sugar is a little bit more acceptable, I guess, but harder to stop. Have an awesome rest of your week, y'all, and enjoy your life and enjoy your people and do the things that bring you joy. Seriously, every day. Bye.